In unsere Zeiten, was mir sieht, der Ruch ist an Neschwitz Bachut. Als mir guckt es auf jeder Kind, die da sehen, was will nem chappen. Der auf links und der noch weiter von links, wachulu, ist recht am mit bloß ein paar Minuten schlafen dem Kind. Am mit bloß ein paar Minuten schlafen die Eltern. Oder mit sich rechnen, hat Tomer und der Eltern viel getroffen. Hat mehr etwas zu tun, hat der Kind soll bekommen nach Chinuch. Altares Akedisch ist recht, als in der Regel Jacher ist, hat Tag noch drauf, weiß man nicht, sie hat können zukommen zu dem Kind, sie wird haben, zu wem zu reden, sie jener wird nicht sein, in Schowui, in der Machne Jacher. Und wie gerät, jeder gibt es mit Batuach. Als me will noch tun, ist nicht nur, als ihre Kinder werden in Teil und sie wollen nicht sterben in dem, nur noch sein zufrieden und glücklich davon, nur bei sie allein wird sein Ehre zu teilen.
I was brought up in St. Louis, Missouri, and I went to public schools my whole life. I went to Hebrew school 3 days a week and Sunday school, and as soon as I was bas mitzvahed, I was out. I never went back again.
So I was brought up in Columbus, Ohio, in a Reformed Jewish family, and went to Saturday school, and it was distasteful and very painful and was, trouble. And what I always say wherever I go is that I didn't reject tefillin, I never saw them.
I was living on the Upper West Side, and I was invited to a shiur, and there were a bunch of Juilliard students. She came up from Crown Heights, and I don't know what she was saying, but whatever it was, I felt like bells went off and said, I don't know what that girl has, but she's got the truth to the world.
Because when Sharon and I started to date, it was good that I was familiar with Chabad, because she liked Chabad.
And when we first met, everybody said, your first year you should go to Israel. And you should spend it in Israel. It'll be really good for your marriage. It'll be good for your yidishkiat. And so I suggested it to Shmuel, and he's like, "Are you kidding? I ain't going to Israel. I'm making a fortune. You gotta go. You gotta move to Columbus."
At that stage of my journey in Columbus, Sharon said I was the slowest Balchuva of all time. So it was a very slow ascension.
Yeah, with learning Torah.
Yes, she said you have to learn Hasidus. You have to learn
He's
Torah.
Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking? I'm like, you gotta learn it. Like, chinuch. What you were moving for chinuch? That's the most ridiculous thing.
She was clear that if we moved to Chicago, the kids are going to go. There's a school called Seymour J. and Cheder Lubavitch, and we were going to interview it. And I remember hearing that it was only Yiddish. The weirdest thing I've ever heard.
You looked at Kiva, and you could have created the cheder. And when he was a little boy, you promised me you're going to get me a hat for my bar mitzvah. And I'm like, are you kidding? Thinking me, where I come from, how much work I've done to put into this. To put your kids, Mesiras Nefesh, into the school with Yiddish and schlepping your husband who knows nothing, right? You promised me you're going to get me a hat? I'm like, I'm going to get you a hat. And he goes, but Daddy doesn't have a hat. All the other daddies have hats, and my daddy doesn't have a hat. I'm thinking, you're going to have a hat. Don't worry.
The minute we moved to town, really just marinated in Torah and having fun and learning and learning and learning. So I start wearing the hat and realized that, the example is everything. And that when the kids see you're growing and they know your journey, I want to be on the same page at my level.
We grew as a family as a result of the kids going to school, being put in the Lubavitch system, and we would feed off of each other. It would build. We would excite each other or energize. It was dynamic.
To be in alignment with the children, I chose to grow the beard because it's just the natural thing to do, and then you learn. But no one told me to. And I will say it has a huge impact on your children when they see rates of change from their parents.
It really showed at the Shabbos table. I felt like our Shabbos table was something exceptional. And it was because we all kind of had fun and had more, it was like a production together. It was good food, we set it beautifully, and everybody dressed up, and And the Torah was just magnificent, and that came from the kids. Like, the kids really, they were shining. The teacher's job during the day, educating your children, is the most important, pivotal position that any Jewish person can have. You're basically the parents all day long.
Sometimes people aren't where they are, they want to be somewhere else. They're not comfortable, no, they want to be over there, not where they are. You know, they're comfortable in their own skin, or their own, just want to be somewhere else. There was a little envy. And I felt that our kids, because of the schools they went to, and the Rebbeim and the Rebbitzins that taught them, that they themselves didn't want to be anyplace else.